What would I be without my besties? Absolutely nowhere. Thank you. Love you. Let's get the fuck into it. We have our tiers. I made myself a fancy ass coffee today. Do you see this shit? Look at her. Like, she's kind of perfect. It's a iced coffee with vanilla and oat milk. It's really good. And so I was thinking about a lot about coffee today because I wanted to do something fun. I didn't want to just do like S through D or whatever. So I was like, let's do coffee because I love coffee. As everyone knows. Unfortunately, one thing about me is don't talk to me before I've had my morning coffee. Like, I hate to admit it, but that's kind of me. It's so ingrained into my character at this point that there's nothing I can do about it at this point. So we're just gonna embrace that. In S tier is espresso con panna. If you've never had one, I highly recommend because it's actually like sent from the gods above. It's like espresso with whipped cream in it, and it's like like, oh my god, I could go for one right now. It's like the best coffee drink ever. It's like tiny, so you almost take it like a shot, but it's just like the best. Or you could just sip on it too. Sometimes I'll take it like a shot. It's like godsend. It's the best thing in the whole world and the whole realm of coffee. These girlies are my ride or dies, like my favorite people in Stardew Valley. And then in A tier, we have homemade iced coffee with oat milk, such as this beautiful girl right here. Homemade, very important. These are like really good. It's not like maybe the best coffee ever, like still like incredible. Like you have one every single day, like one of your favorite things ever. And it's just the most reliable, the most beautiful, like yes. Like it's not quite an espresso con panna. It's not like that level of perfection, but she's fucking good. We have Starbucks caramel macchiato. This is just like your very much like, this is like kind of middle of the road for me. And here's the thing, controversially, I feel like I on the spectrum of coffee, not me going into the lore of coffee, I'd say I lean more towards coffee snob. But if you want a fucking Starbucks, just get one. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes I'll enjoy a Starbucks, okay? It's just not like my favorite thing in the world, but you know what? It's not the worst thing that I could ever have. And I'm doing my most like mid drink that I have like mid feelings on, so caramel macchiato it is. So yeah, Starbucks caramel macchiato. It is a drink that exists. The people who get shaken caramel, get an ice. Okay, I didn't want to get into this. As a barista, Starbucks caramel macchiatos are kind of like the bane of my existence. Here's the thing. A macchiato, a traditional macchiato, is like this much espresso with like this much milk, like the teeniest bit of milk, okay? We have that on our menu, right? Just a traditional macchiato. But because Starbucks made this whole caramel macchiato thing, it's like a thing. Like it's so popular. We put it on our menu as well. So it just gets really confusing because then people are like, can I have a macchiato? And I'm like, okay, so do you want a traditional macchiato or do you want a caramel macchiato? And they're like, well, what's a macchiato? And then they don't even know what they're ordering. They want a latte. Like, I'm telling you right now, that's what they want. And when I give them a macchiato, like I try to explain it to them every time, and they're just like, I just want a macchiato. I don't know. Like sometimes like I'll say, do you want a traditional macchiato? And I'm like, and they're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. And so I give it to them like this tiny, and they're like, that's like not what I ordered. And I'm like, you ordered a traditional macchiato. And they're like, I wanted like the big drink, like the large. Order a latte, please. I'm begging you. When you order a caramel macchiato, you're getting vanilla, milk, espresso, and then caramel drizzle. That's all it is. They just want to sound cool. I swear to God. They just want a caramel latte. They want a caramel latte with vanilla. And like, if that's what you want, like, period, do it. I honestly am more so blaming the coffee industry for making it like this. Because why? Why did we have to make a caramel macchiato and then a macchiato and then make them the most two different drinks that's anyone's ever known? They couldn't be more different. It's so confusing. That was long-winded and ranty, but we're done. So yeah, Starbucks caramel macchiato, very middle of the road. Gas station drip coffee. This is like not good. This is pretty bad. This is something I would maybe go to in a moment of absolute desperation for coffee, but even then I would get like gas station espresso. So it's something that I would never ever want to interact with. But if someone like offered it to me or whatever, like that's all they had, like I am like in serious need of coffee and they're like, I have gas station drip coffee, then I'm like, okay, sure. Like if that's truly all you have, like I'll take anything else, but okay. Like not even water. They're like, I don't have water, I don't have soda, I have nothing to give you, but I can give you gas station drip coffee. And I'd be like, sure, like I'll drink it, but I'm not gonna like it. The last one is stirring spoon water. If you're a barista, you know that there's like this little cup that you have that's filled with water and usually ice, and you have these long stirring spoons. Like you'll stir the flavor, especially if it's like a sauce, you put the spoon back into the water to like clean it off, right? That's what I'm talking about, stirring spoon water, because it's so disgusting. Like through multiple points of the day, you probably have to replace the stirring spoon water like probably 10 to 20 times a day, depending on how busy it gets. The thought of consuming this in any way, shape, or form sounds absolutely something I would not want to do. So just to give you like the full rundown, the best of the best is espresso con panna, and the worst of the worst is stirring spoon water. That's what's at stake here. Any questions? Let's fucking get into it. So first of all, Abigail. I controversially am not the biggest fan of Abigail. I just feel like she's a little immature. That's a thing I have beef with the Stardew bachelorettes, because some of them act like so old and then some of them act so young. I guess that's how it is in real life too, so you just have to go with your maturity level. The fact that Abigail and Harvey are both choices is like, that's crazy to me. Like I feel like she's like a child and Harvey's like 30 years old. Abigail, our Chicago queen, she did eat that. She did win Drag Race All-Stars, so that's something we gotta consider. I just want to preface this right now by saying that this is biased based on my experience. I haven't dated all of them, so I might not have the correct amount of information, but this is my ranking. Take that what you will, and if you want to fight with me in the chat, then go for it. Like, please enlighten me. I think I'm gonna have to put her in Starbucks caramel macchiato. She is a NPC that exists. Oh my god. Okay, we have Alex. I think I'm just gonna have to do this right away. I think we're gonna have to put him in stirring spoon water. This man makes me so angry. Like, I just don't like him. Like, I swear to God, every time he talks to me, I get flashbacks of like me in like middle school talking with other boys, like my classmates, and them just being rude as fuck for no reason. Like no reason. Like what? Why? Like he's absolutely the fucker. Like I can do 1,000 push-ups. I bet you can't do that. And it's like, and so what if I can't? Can we not have different priorities in life? I don't like him. And the fact that he said something so weird to me. He like called me like a weird fucking name. It was like absolutely nowhere close to my name. Isn't your name like Jess Nello or something? Was that supposed to be a dig? Like, you don't fucking know my name. Why should I feel bad about that? I hate men like Alex. They need to perspire. I hate him. And there's not much else to say. He's stirring spoon water. This girly is, I think, part of the Ginger Island update, like the 1.5 update. And you know, I haven't met her myself. I haven't had the pleasure. But you know what? I kind of love her from look alone. Like, this is who I want to be when I grow up. Like, look at her hair. Like, she lives on the beach. She has this fucking slay ass bow tie. Like, come on. She's like kind of iconic. She has like all the starfish in her hair. Her hair looks like kelp. She looks like a fucking mermaid. She looks like the grandma mermaid that I would go to as like a young mermaid and being like, like everything sucks in my life. Like I have to talk to someone, and she'd be the one I'd talk to, you know? She'd be my mentor. She reminds me of Ida from Owl House. And for that alone, she's going in espresso campana. I don't even know this woman. I don't know her, but I just know. My gut is telling me that she belongs in espresso campana. Like, I love her outfit. I love the bow tie. Like, come on now. She's everything to me. She's who I want to be. That's actually very bold of me. I don't know this lady at all, but I'm still gonna put her up here. Bouncer. Bouncer? We don't really get to interact with Bouncer very much, and I think that's a shame. You know who else we don't get to interact with is the fucking girl behind the cash register at Jojo Mart. Who is she? I want to know her. I think like everyone asks this question too, and I feel like we deserve answers. Like, who is she? I want to know who she is. What's her story? What's her name? There has to be a mod. There has to be a mod out there, right? She has to live in town because she works every day. So who is she? Like, they should have given her a story. Like, and I'm so serious. Fucking Morris gets to be here, but she doesn't. I'm done, bitch. I don't want to talk to him. I want to talk to her. I want to talk to the real workers, the real people that's keeping Joja afloat. Anyway, I'm rambling. Bouncer, I wish we have more from him. But you know, he serves Heisenberg. Not as much as where's my bitch? Where is he? Please tell me the museum guy. Yeah, he serves Walter. But you know what? I'm gonna put him in Starbucks caramel macchiato. I don't have much to say about him. He's a NPC that exists. Caroline. I love Caroline. I think that there's more to her than we are seeing. I love her green hair. Where does she get her hair done? I feel bad for her. I really do. Like, I think she got served dirt in life marrying Pierce. She had a thing with Mr. Wizard over here. So there's something behind her. There's a mystery behind this woman, and I wish they went more into it. Like, imagine. That would have been so fun to watch. They really should have dug into that a little bit more, like how they kind of talk about like Marnie and Mayor Lewis, like how they like the golden statue can be found in her house and like the pair of underpants. Like, I wish there was a quest for that, you know? But as is, I love her. I just wish there was more to her. I'm gonna have to put her in Starbucks caramel macchiato. I'm sorry. I do have a soft spot for her, but she's just kind of serving nothing for me. Not enough to be in homemade iced coffee with oat milk. I'm sorry. Oh god. Fucking here immediately. Immediately here. Like, he is stirring spoon water. He's like how most people are 70% water. He's 70% stirring spoon water. And I mean that full offense. Like, in the worst way possible. I fucking hate this man. I hate this man. Fucking I have so much beef with him, I can't even get started. Like, if you've seen my other channel stuff with him, you know he is a felon. He degrades women, like everyone, honestly. Like, I can't. I hate him so much. You already know what he's done. Like, I don't have to explain. I think the thing that really pissed me off about him the most, obviously the Emily thing. Like, come the fuck on. Like, sit down. Why are you acting like that? And then when he was like, my grandfather was a blacksmith and my great-grandfather was a blacksmith. Can you guess what my great-great-grandfather was? And I'm just like, a fucking blacksmith. Or like, I just say something like really smart back to him. He gives like Reddit like mod. He gives Reddit mod. He like walks into a coffee shop, for instance, and they're like, what can I get you today? Like, that depends. What kind of quality of beverage will I be served at this establishment? Like, you know, he would say shit like that. I hate him. Reddit mod, I'm a nice guy behavior incel. He thinks he relates to like the fucking Scott Pilgrim, like, what's the thing from 500 Days of Summer? I haven't even seen that movie, but like, just the very much like, I'm in love with a manic pixie dream girl and she doesn't like me back. Like, oh my god, you know, just treats women like shit. I hate him so much. God. Demetrius here's the thing. I would have loved Demetrius if he wasn't so weird about Maru in that one scene. I don't know if he's necessarily Starbucks caramel macchiato or gas station drip coffee. I wonder how that scene reads if you play as a boy, because I feel like when you play it as a girl, it reads homophobic. Yeah, that too. I like a lot of scenes with Demetrius. I also think he can be weird about shit sometimes. I want to hope he's complex. I think like as is like the way that he comes off, he's not the worst guy in the world, but yeah, I think he's gas station. I think he's gas station drip coffee. Oh, I forgot about the fucking tomato is a fruit thing. Oh, that's giving Reddit. That's giving, oh no. Actually, tomato is a fruit. Like, shut the fuck up. Okay, yeah, gas station drip coffee. Robin low-key deserves better. Tomato is a fruit and so am I. What's your point? He actually his last actually. Oh my god, it's Dwarf. I love Dwarf. He's so sweet. He's the sweetest boy. I feel like I also don't have a lot of interaction with this character because I can't fucking find the last fucking I can never find the last scroll. I always find 3 and then I never find the last one. Like, where the fuck? And I get multiples of the other ones and I can never get that damn last scroll. So I never can talk to this character ever. But you know what? I still love him. I love him so much. I'm gonna put him in homemade iced coffee with oat milk because he looks like a sweet boy. He's very mysterious and I just love voids. I love voids with eyes. And that's why I brought on a special guest today. My little heartless, because I thought he looked like Dwarf. He looks like Dwarf. He also kind of looks like Krobus. Like, look at this guy. I love voids. I love little voids, like voids with nothing. Just no thoughts, head empty. He also has such a big head. His head is fucking huge. I love little shadow creatures so much. So because Krobus and Dwarf are here today, I brought him on and I love him. He's just so, I love him. Shout out to the voids and the shadow creatures. Like, I want a black cat so bad. You guys don't understand. I want a little void. I just want a void of darkness. Why can you be roommates with Krobus but not the dwarf? That's what I'm fucking saying. You can get hearts with the dwarf. Am I right? You can. That's what I thought. So yeah, why can't you become roommates with him? Things to think about. Things to put in Concerned Ape's suggestion box. I think we're getting up a really good list. I'm excited for the change that we can make in the world together. Elliott. Okay, I need to tell everyone a story. Elliott was the first male bachelor that I was interested in, unfortunately. I know it's shocking. I know it's a PR disaster. But look at his fucking hair. I'm sorry. His hair. I think you guys should know by now I love long hair. Just the drama of his hair. Like, he has like that swoop. It swoops up. And I love a side profile. Like, come on. But I can't stand him, unfortunately. God. He's so insufferable. He also gives Reddit. He gives Reddit in the worst way during Spoonwater. I hate to do it. I think I just had to tell that little backstory because that's just how tragic it makes it seem to be doing this right now. But that's where he truly belongs, is stirring Spoonwater. I could strangle the man. I could. And what's worse is I will. It's always your first crush that just crushes you, you know? Oh my god, let's go into Emily. Let's do it because this is actually perfect putting these two next to each other because I first had a crush on Elliott and then as soon as I found out that he's actually the scum of the earth, I found Emily. Let me move my bangs. Let me move my bangs out of my face to show how much I'm blushing because I love her. Emily was my first love. I went to her as a friend because I was like, oh my god, like I hate Elliott. Like, oh my god, he's the worst. And then like we got really close, you know? Like we were just getting really close. And then she had a fucking dream about me and was like, there's something about Jesse. And I was like, bitch, there's something going on here. Like, there's something going on here. Like, I was blushing. Like, And then she has just been the perfect girlfriend / wife ever. Like, she truly does nothing wrong. Our first date was so cute. We went to the forest. She sews clothes for me. Like, She put together a whole outfit. She waters the crops for me. Like, she's kind of perfect in every single way. Like, I kind of love her. Fucking espresso con panna forever. She's my first love and I will never forget her. Evelyn. I love Evelyn. She's so fucking cute. Like, I think the first time she said, I'm gonna give you my secret cookie recipe, like, I usually don't do this, but I want to do it for you, I think I shed a tear. She's my grandma. She's everything to me. And look at her sweet little face. Like, she's so fucking sweet. The fact that she waters the flowers in the community gardens, like, she's kind of everything to me. Literally the first time you meet her, she's like, you can call me Granny. I love her. Espresso Campana. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm going to be putting a lot of people in Espresso Campana, but I love her. She's one of my absolute favorite NPCs. George. George is a complicated character, you know? He can be, like, definitely most of the time an asshole. Like, a huge asshole. He is homophobic, I think, canonically. But then he also canonically gets over his homophobia and becomes an ally. He's an ally. George, talk. Ally. If your character is male and you pursue Alex, then he's a little bit, like, crusty and gross about it. But then I think as you get married, he's like, I've come to accept you. But there also is, like, my headcanon where he tectonically served in Drag Race. So that's something I need to consider because he was, like, serving. Like, it was actually insane. I'm having a hard time. At the end of the day, he does become an ally. So, like, he is redeemable. But at the same time, I'm like, he's so grumpy. Like, whenever, like, he goes out, he's like, ugh, I fucking hate everyone. I hate everything. And he's rude to Evelyn. Like, he doesn't appreciate her flowers. So, I don't know. And there's just something about, like, grumpy old men where it's like, okay, sure, cute. It's cute for a little bit, but then I'm like, can you not be an asshole? I think gas station drip coffee. I think he needs to go there. I don't think he's exactly stirring spoon water. Here's the thing. These are people I actively really hate. I don't really hate George. I just don't really like him. So I think gas station drip coffee. Yeah. I think he slayed hard enough in Drag Race to be gas station drip coffee. He would drink gas station drip coffee. So I'd say that's a fitting fate. Who the fuck is this again? Gil? I'm just gonna go right ahead and say gas station drip coffee because he totally would. He would drink it. He'd buy it every day and then complain about it. George would. I think he would also do that. I think these two meet up at Jojo Mart and drink the gas station Jojo Mart drip coffee, and they're just like, coffee, like, the coffee's just not as good as it used to be 50 years ago, and they're like, oh, don't I know it? And then they still buy it every day, every single day. They're like, these kids have no work ethic. They don't know how to make a damn cup of coffee anymore. My God, my work trauma is coming through. I'm sorry. Here's the thing. Gil's probably not that bad. He seems a lot more chill and more nice than George. But at the same time, I have no feelings towards him, like zero. But I don't particularly, like, really like him. I don't know. Governor. I think he also goes in gas station drip coffee. We're just having a gas station drip coffee moment right now. You know what? Because he's a politician, he's going in stirring spoon water. You know he's not a leftist. That's all I'm gonna say. He looks like a Ghibli villain. He does. And not even like a cool one. Not even like a redeemable one. Like a bad one. Like an asshole. Not like Lady Boshi, my everything. Sort of. Not really. Kind of. My neutral gray bestie. Stirring spoon water. I don't like him. He can rot. And he's a bad person. He's just a bad person. I don't like him. Grandpa is everything to me. I wish I could have known him more. And I wish he got a better bed so late in his life. And I think it's sweet that he makes the effort to, like, come back and check on me. Like, come on, that's sweet. I think he's going in homemade iced coffee with oat milk. Sometimes he'll criticize my farm, though, and that hurts. Although he did give me the farm, and that's pretty iconic. So I think he actually deserves espresso campana just because he gave me this life. He gave me a house in this economy. That's espresso campana. Like, immediate espresso campana. If you give me a house and I don't have to like pay for it at all, sold. I'm sold. Thank you, Grandpa. Gunther. But he's Walter White. He's Walter White in my eyes. Like, look at him. I don't know. He just gives Walter White to me. He really is owning that meth blue color. This is Walter White if he slayed, okay? And he doesn't do much. He just kind of he just takes care of the museum. That's pretty much it. And so for that I'm gonna put him in Starbucks caramel macchiato just because I like his look. I wish we knew more about him. If Walter White hit the slay button instead of poisoning children. Bye. Yeah, that'd be pretty sick if Walter White didn't do that, you know? That'd be pretty cool if he decided to just not do that. Gus. I love Gus. Gus is going in homemade iced coffee with oat milk. I love him. He's great. He what does he give? He serves food. I'm stirring this pot every 5 minutes. He gives food to Linus. When people are throwing rocks. Yeah, don't think I haven't forgot about that. I haven't forgotten about the rock throwing, okay? And I am on the case. It's an ongoing case and we're going to get to the bottom of it. But Gus is not that person. Gus gives food to Linus, like fresh food. He doesn't give a fuck that he's going through the trash because he's a service worker. He knows that too much stuff goes to waste and how heartbreaking it is to watch. Like, if you've worked in food service, you've seen how much fucking food goes to waste. Just fucking give it to people. You know? Why are we throwing it away? It's perfectly good fucking food. Ugh, it's the worst. And he understands that. So he's like, fucking come on in. I have food to spare. Linus. You come in anytime you want. He gets it. Homemade iced coffee with oat milk. Like, and I know his homemade iced coffee with oat milk is the best. It's better than mine. It's better than like someone with the best coffee because he puts love into it. Like, I can tell. You can taste the difference, okay? Oh my god, guys. She's finally here. She's finally arrived. She's here. Oh my god. Like, I can't even look at her. I'm gonna get shy. Like, I'm gonna get a little shy looking at her because, like, oh my god. I'm obsessed with her, kind of, like a little bit. It's Haley motherfucking last name. I don't know her last name, but if she had a last name, it's my last name. What's my character's last name? Something to think about for next time. But Haley, oh my god. Where to even begin? First of all, let's just put her up here right now. Espresso Campana. She is the Espresso Campana of everyone here. I love her so much. Here's the thing. I love a bitchy character. I love a bitchy character that has a soft spot and then turns around to become your lover. Like, enemies to lovers, chef's kiss. Like, especially like enemies to friends to lovers. Ooh, that shit slaps. I can't. I love her so much. She's giving Amity from the Owl House. 1000%. This is Amity and this is Ida. And then this is kind of Luz. And then this is kind of King. Sorry, I'm like so hyper fixated on that show right now. But yeah, I love her so much. She's everything to me. She's gorgeous. She is the sweetest girl. Like, she has the best character development of any NPC, I'd say. Like, honestly, yeah, she has the best character development of any NPC. She's sweet, she's caring, she loves photography. Like, she's just the best girl. I love her. The fact that her and Emily are sisters makes so much sense. I adore them both so much. She's my everything. I love her. I'm drawing hearts around her right now. I love her. Oh my god.
How many people were scared? Me too. I was really, really scared.
We're going immediately from the highest high to the lowest low right now. Do I even fucking need to say anything? Like, do I need to say it? This category was made for Harvey. He's kind of the worst. And here's the thing. I say that, like, these two give Walter White. Like, these two appear, like, the bouncer and what's his face. But this is actually Walter White. This is fucking Walter White. And I've already said this before. I've said this on Twitter, how if you take away his fucking hair, that's Walter White. This is pre meth empire Walter White right here. And the evidence is there, and you can't blame me for that. These are like Walter White on like the good timelines up here. Like this is Walter White if he slayed, and this is Walter White if he poisoned children, you know, and traumatized multiple people and led the trajectory of multiple people's lives down an entirely awful path. That's Harvey. That's his vibe. Thank you. Now, this fucker, I don't know. He's just this, he's the witch's henchman. He's just the goblin. I don't think he necessarily deserves stirring spoon water, but I think I'm gonna have to put him in gas station drip coffee by default because he kind of scares me a little bit. He likes the void mayonnaise you can fish out of the pond, so I fear him. That's true. Get him his void mayonnaise and let that be that. Jazz. I love Jazz. She's so fucking cute. She's the sweetest girl. I'm just gonna do Jazz and Vincent together because they're just the cutest. I'm putting them both in homemade iced coffee with oat milk. You know, I'm not the best with children, but I do love a very nice, kind child that's nice and polite and is fun to talk to. I do. And they both have like such fun interests. I love their friendship. They're so cute. I love how much she loves Shane. I love how much Vincent loves Sam. They're cute. They're just cute little kids, aren't they? Homemade iced coffee with oat milk. Where am I gonna put this bitch? I think I'm gonna put her in Starbucks caramel macchiato because that sounds like a drink she would enjoy. That kind of gives her. Like I just am needing that caramel macchiato right now. But at the same time, I don't really like her. So does she deserve the Starbucks caramel macchiato, or are we gonna give her gas station drip coffee and just tell her to suck it up? Because I feel like she's kind of like a mom shamer, like a little bit. Or she makes moms like feel nervous about having children. Like she's like, just wait. Like, just wait. Your life's over. Just wait till you have kids. Your life is over now. Like, enjoy having fun. Because you're never gonna have fun for the rest. You're not gonna smile ever again for the rest of your life. It's like, my God. Yeah, she's going in gas station drip coffee. I don't like this bitch. Why is she looking at me? I don't like her. She's miserable. And she deserves such a drink. Such a miserable drink. I was gonna be nice to her, but I'm not. I'm feeling nasty. She's never been nice to me. She's always chosen to be nasty to me. How's that medicine taste, bitch? The taste of your own medicine. Karma has got its kiss for you, Jody. I think Kent and Jody belong together. Don't you agree? Yeah, they both just seem miserable. They look like they shouldn't have gotten married. I feel like they were high school sweethearts and then they got married like way too young before they both like emotionally matured as people and then had children like the next day. And I think that they both resent each other and their children for it. I think I do like Kent a bit more than Jody. It's hard because he does have his own stuff, like the PTSD, like the big open fields, like I don't love that Kent sends you bombs randomly. Yeah, that is a little. His favorite item is flowers. Oh my God, stop. I didn't know that. Okay, I'm sorry about everything I just said. He deserves a caramel macchiato. Yeah, he deserves a Starbucks caramel macchiato. His wife can rot. He did nothing wrong. Now I feel bad. I'm sorry. I take back everything I said. He was always drinking the gas station drip coffee when all he wanted was the Starbucks caramel macchiato. But Jody said no. How does it feel now? Krobus, we're bringing back the Void babies. I love him. He goes into espresso con pana immediately. Like I didn't even have to say, like I didn't have to preface that with anything. Like I love him so much. I want him to be happy every single day. He just sits in the little sewer. He doesn't want anyone to hurt him. I love Krobus. Like what is there to say? He's a void. He is a void baby. He has a small business. I'm supporting his small business. He is a heartless. He is perfect. He's a little void. I love him. I love him so much. Leah. I love Leah. She's an artiste. She's going immediately into espresso campana. I love her. She is just so, I love her story. And just the fact that like everyone was like, oh, you're an artist. You're never going to make any money. Like you should just like give up and get a practical job. Like I fucking felt that. She is such a good character. I love how much she just like loves like living off the land. Like she's precious. I love her. She's underrated. This little boy, I forgot his name. I actually have only talked to him once, but he's precious to me. He's very cute. I don't know him that well. I want to know how he ended up on the island. I'm sure other people know that and I don't, but he's very sweet. I like him a lot. He's going in homemade iced coffee with oat milk. He's just great. I forgot his name. It's whatever. You know him. He's a little boy from Ginger Island. He's the sweetest. He kind of gives Sora with the hair. He does. Sora and is heartless. Oh god. Fucking Mayor Lewis is immediately going into stirring spoon water next to the fucking governor. I don't even have to fucking explain. He does absolutely nothing to help Stardew Valley. Like, the fact that your character comes in and fixes up the town and helps out everyone and does more for the town than this mayor has done in years is insane. What was he doing the whole time? Fucking making a gold statue, a fully gold statue of himself. The taxpayer money was going to that the entire time. I'd be pissed. I wish there was a quest line where you could like expose him. Wouldn't that be so funny actually? Like a plot twist. Like they make you think, it's like they make you think Jojo Mart is like the villain, which like Jojo Mart still is, but then there's like a secret villain. He's just not as obvious as a villain. It's kind of like the Hunger Games, like with President Snow, right? Like President Snow is Jojo Mart, right? Obviously evil, like evil to the core, and is not even subtle about it. But then there's President Coin of District 13. That's Mayor Lewis, who's like supposedly there for the revolution and like wants to make all these like propos with Katniss and like just like saying like, oh, we need to overthrow the Capitol and take back control. But Mayor Lewis actually wants what Jojo Mart has. He wants to help overthrow Jojo Mart so that he can have like the riches and fame of Jojo, you know? I know. It's a little crazy when you think about it. Like, it's a little bit genius. I should have wrote this game. Concerned Ape, I am available. I'm available for storyboarding and for writing, and my inbox is open. That would be so good if like you like uncovered Mayor Lewis's like secret plans and then like you take over as the mayor. Bitch, I would live. I need to stop going on so many tangents today. You know why Mayor Lewis sucks. He's stirring spoon water. Linus deserves to be mayor. Like, come on. He deserves everything. He would actually put in so much work to make the valley like a beautiful place, you know? He's espresso campana. Like, what can I say? I love him. Linus is everything to me. He's so sweet. In one of his scenes, he thanks you for respecting his way of life and not looking down on him and stuff. I know. And I love how you can I think you can like invite him into your house, but he's like, no, like I'm not gonna do that, you know? But if you choose not to do that, and you're just like, oh, like I respect the way you live, you know, like this is what you want to do, this is how you want to live, and he's like, thank you, like, oh, he's so sweet. And the cutscene that I just got with him, like I think it was like the 10 heart cutscene of like him being like, I'm sorry, like I usually don't trust people right away, and I'm like, you do have nothing to be fucking sorry for. Like you have a reason not to trust these fuckers because they look down on you and like throw rocks at your tent. I love him so much. I get sad when he gets defensive. He's like, I like living this way, you know, and it's like, I know, I get it. And he always seems so happy to receive gifts. Like, I love him so much. He's also like the easiest person to befriend, which I think is a testament to his character because he just like loves the simple things in life, just like the berries and the forage items. Like he always loves that stuff, and I just think that's so sweet. I love him so much. Merlin, I don't really have any particularly I don't really have any particularly strong thoughts about Merlin. I cannot stop with the Freudian slips. I'm sorry. Let's put him in Starbucks Caramel Macchiato because he is kind of cool in the way that like he likes to do the adventure stuff, but he exists. Like he's a character that exists. Is it Marlin or Merlin? Fuck. Now I'm confused. I do think his crush on this girl right here actually is very cute. His crush on Marnie is adorable. Marnie is very sweet. I love her. She is a sweet, sweet girl, and she deserves so much better. She just loves animals, you know? She's so sweet. And I feel like we need to stop giving her shit about her not being open all the time. Guess what? Guess what? Girl bosses need to take a break once in a while. Okay, homemade iced coffee with oat milk. She deserves better. She deserves more. Mayor Lewis would get her the Starbucks caramel macchiato and be like, "It's your favorite drink. Like, here you go." And here's the thing, like, she'll drink it because she's just sweet like that. But what she really wants is that homemade iced coffee with oat milk, and he's never gonna understand that about her. He doesn't get it. All he hears is, "I like coffee," but she's asking for like something made with love. I need to stop. Mayor Lewis has no idea how bad he fumbled with her. I think that really falls into the whole, like, Mayor Lewis is not what he seems plot. Like, the fact that he's embarrassed to be with, like, just a small town girl that, like, just lives on a farm and has a small shop. Like, he's like, I'm too good for that. Like he has no idea, and it actually pisses me off. I love her. Homemade iced coffee with oat milk. Maru, she's my woman in STEM. Like, she is my woman in STEM. Like, she's everything to me, actually, and that's why she's going in espresso campana, because that's what she deserves. I feel like she is so underrated. No one ever talks about her. I love her arc. Like, I love how she just like comes into her own, and she's so smart, and she's just going after what she loves. And I love a science girly. I love a science, like, botanical girly. She loves this. She loves space. She has her little telescope. I love her. She's pretty much everything to me. She can do anything, and she will, and she deserves better. She really does. I love her. Maru is espresso con panna. Fucking Morris, stirring spoon water. We've been over this. This is President Snow. There's nothing to say. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Mr. Key kind of slays a little bit. He kind of does. He did like drag my ass when I used the stairs to get down to the skeleton, to get down to the thing. What is it? The mine in the desert. I got down to level 100 with stairs. I literally made 110 stairs. Skull cavern. Why? I was thinking skeleton cavern. I like brought extras with me, and I used every single fucking one to get down to level 100, and he was like, "Bitch, you fucking cheated." Like, I was shocked. I thought that I was like, shit, I was like changing the game. I had found like this exploit. Like, I had like, oh, like I can do this so easy. I'm just gonna make like 100 something steps and it'll be great and I'll get down in no time. And then he was like, "I saw that." Like, bitch, I was like scared. I was like, oh my god, time and place, and you did it at my birthday dinner. But you know what, he did read me for that, and he's real for that. I'm gonna put him in homemade iced coffee with oat milk, because also just look at his aesthetic. Like, come on. Pam, oh my god, we're finally getting to Pam and Penny. Okay. You know, Pam is gas station drip coffee. Pam is a complex character, I'd say. She's a little bit of a bitch, and she can be not nice sometimes. But at the end of the day, I'm also like she's not the worst person in Stardew Valley, you know? She's most definitely gas station drip coffee. Yeah. And then I'd say Penny. Penny, you guys know where I have to put Penny. Like, if you've seen my other shit, if you've seen all the shit with Hunger Games and Drag Race, Penny has to go in espresso con panna. I'm sorry. This might be so confusing if you haven't seen anything that I've done previously. Here's the thing. Penny canon is like probably at most Starbucks caramel macchiato, but because of the headcanon I have for her, she is the epitome in espresso con panna. Like, she is like probably one of the best espresso con pannas I've ever had in my life, because she's that bitch. Like, she's lived 1,000 lives and she's not done. Like, she's nowhere near done. She still has so much life to live. She's the smartest bitch alive. Like, she has an IQ of 1 million. Everyone that she gets in contact to is scared of her. Like, I'm scared of her. I would never personally like engage in conversation with her because I'm scared. She can do anything, and she will, and I mean that as like a threat. Like, she'll do anything. Like, anything. I'm not even saying that in like a girl boss way. Like, she can do anything and then do it in heels. Like, no, she can and will do anything. Walter White is scared of her. Like, Gus Fring is scared of her. Okay? Like, it's bad. It's bad. Like, Chuck McGill is shaking in his boots. Don Eladio is running away, pissing his pants because he's afraid of this force of a woman. Like, she's everything to me, actually. She'll kill ya and her hands won't shake. She won't blink. Yeah, it's a Tuesday for her. Like, she does this shit. It's her 9 to 5 at this point. She's so used to it. She's 3008. We're 2000 and late. I can't with her. She's an icon. An espresso campana is actually like too lowly of a drink for her. She needs like a coffee, like cocktail with like like top shelf liquor. I love her forever. Okay. Pierce is stirring spoon water, and I really don't need to explain why. Like, you see him. Take a good look at him and you'll understand why. I don't know who this is. Who is this man? Who's he? Does anyone know? Should I reverse? Who's this man? What the fuck? Carrots? This is telling me that he is Carrots. Professor Snail. I love him from the name alone. He seems very nice. I'm gonna put him in homemade iced coffee with oat milk. I know nothing about him, but I know he would be nice to me. He's serving carrot. Robin. Oh my god. I love Robin. Robin is espresso campana. I feel there's so many characters up here that are espresso campana, but can you blame me? She is a potential mother. She kind of read me early on in the game, and for that, I thank her, actually, because she made me the person I am today. She's the first character my mom makes her best friend whenever she plays. That is so sweet. Robin's the girl's girl. Like, she is mother. She kind of gives Chessie from the Parent Trap vibes. In a way. You know what I'm talking about? Oh my god. Sam. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I kinda like Sam. I don't know if that's a me problem, but I kinda like him. I don't know why, but I do. I kinda do. But I don't think he deserves espresso campana. But I like Sam. He's so nice. And just the fact that he says, like, I think it's the flower dance. He's like, I love all the colors of the flowers. I'm like, come on. He was sunshine. Sebastian is midnight rain. Golden retriever boyfriend. He deserves a homemade iced coffee with oat milk, I think. I actually was married to him at one point. You know, I don't think he was my favorite marriageable NPC, but he was fine. I think I like the idea of him more than himself. But he's nice. Like, he's so nice. He did nothing wrong. He was a skater boy. She said, see you later, boy. Oh my god. Sandy. Do I need to explain? Do I need to fucking explain? She invented the espresso campana, okay? Like, she actually is the one that coined it. Like, she is the baddest bitch. She's a mother. The way that she is quite literally doing the same job as the Jojo Mart girl, but she gets to be an NPC. Also, why can't we date Sandy? Putting it in the suggestion box once again. Sebastian. He's everyone's favorite emo. He listens to My Chemical Romance, brooding, but also has the soft side. He's a bad but sad boy. Come on, Owl House. I love him. I really do. But I'm not sure if he's 1000% espresso campana for me. This is gonna be a little controversial. I think I have to put him in homemade iced coffee with oat milk. I'm sorry. I also kind of want to put him with Sam because Sam and Sebastian, in my head, are together. They're opposites. They belong together. I'm not sure if he quite reaches espresso campana for me personally, but I totally understand why he does for others. But Sam and Sebastian belong together with homemade iced coffee with oat milk, and that I think is perfect for them. We're getting down to our final 3 now. We have Shane. This is gonna be harder than I thought, actually. I really don't know where to put him. Because here's the thing. Shane has a really good arc, but at the same time, I'm like not particularly... I don't know. Would anyone be mad if I put Shane in Starbucks Caramel Macchiato? I'd say that's a good place for him. I can't put him any higher than that, I don't think. Because he's just so mean to you at first. And for what? And I get it. Like, I get what he's going through. I do. But at the same time, I just don't think that allows you to be an asshole to people. I don't know. Does give you the blue chickens though. He is sweet to Jazz. He is, and that's really cute. Starbucks caramel macchiato. Yeah. I'd say that's a good place for Shane. A Starbucks caramel macchiato with a little bit of hot pepper in it for him. A little spicy caramel macchiato. Willie. Oh my god, I love Willie. I do. I love him. I'm putting him in homemade iced coffee without milk. He's very nice. He's the sweetest. He's so sweet. He's a sailor. I love a sailor. I love pirates. I love people who love the sea. I love him. I really do. Wizard. Do I have to say anything? Espresso con panna. Like, he is everything to me. He's just so nice to you. He really gives such a whimsy to the place. Meeting the wizard was one of my favorite moments in the beginning of the game, because that was just really like, this game is cool as fuck, you know? He deserves better. Like, the fact that he has to just watch his daughter growing up but can't be in her life, I'd riot. Like, and he hangs out with Linus. Him and Linus are friends. They're friends canonically. Like, that's crazy. God, he's everything to me, and he deserves better. He really does. He's one of the best. He's everything to me. He really is. Okay, this is the tier list. This is it, guys. What do we think? Do we have any takes that are like, why the fuck did you put that person there? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Yes, Taylor Swift. Speak now. I think it's interesting how there's a lot of characters up here. I didn't know I loved that many characters so much. I thought there was maybe going to be like 5 or 6, and then a lot of them going in here. And then these are pretty even. I thought actually there'd be more stirring spoon water. Notice how all of these people are down here are men. And notice how all of these people up here are either women or iconic men and demons. Something to think about, you know? This is accurate. And if you don't agree, then that's on you. Fight with me about it, please. It'd be fun. Okay, besties, that's it. That's the tier list. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm so happy I finally did a tier list. I'll probably do more tier lists. Fun. I hope you have a wonderful week. Stay safe, stay healthy. I love you. I am so proud of you. Have the best day ever. I love you. Bye.